Alright, so guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me in this video again. Today, for this session, we are going to look at 251 chord progression. Now, 251 chord progression, previously, this chord progression is used so often in jazz music, folk music, blues, and some other genres like that. But recently, in modern gospel music, you will hear a lot of musicians play this type of chord progressions. And it's normally one of the chord progressions I use it all the time. In any song, if I want to play 9 times out of 10, I will be using this chord or this chord progression. So it's a very essential chord progression that you need to know, because if you use this type of chord progression, I can assure you that your sound will begin to change, and you will achieve this professional sounds, professional way of playing, and your sound will begin to change. And I believe that you will change your worship experience, and you will take a song to the next level. And so this type of chord progression is something that you need to know, and that's why you are very lucky that today in this lesson I'm going to break this chord progression down, and you will see just how simple this chord progression is, and how to use contextualize in like any song. I'm gonna use one song here, but you can just use in any song. Today we are going to do that in the key of G. So as you can see on the screen, the MIDI list, it will show you. So the chord progression, before I jump into this lesson, I want to inform you that there's 2 ways you can use this chord progression, 251 chord progression. You can use this chord progression from 1 chord to a 4 chord. All right, 1 chord to a 4 chord, or you can use 1 chord to a 2 chord, or even 3 chord, or 6 chord. All right, so number system, I'm giving you these numbers because in piano we look at number system. There is a system that we call number system. So before we dive into that lesson, I think it's very important for me to show you guys the number system first. All right, number system. We basically derive this number system from the major scale. Okay. During our first lesson, I talked about major scale. So it is in this scale that they take this number system out from. Okay. So, for example, in the key of G, the major scale would be something like this. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You see that rhyme. Back in our elementary school, we learned that. That is the same principle that we apply here. Right? So we have the major scale there. So in each of the scale degrees, we build the chords. Okay, we build chords in each of these scale degrees. All right. So, for example, in the key of G, all right, G triad is the 1 chord, 1, and then your next chord, your 2 chord will be this chord here, A minor, and then your 3 chord will be this chord here. It will be B minor. And then your 4 chord will be C. And then your 5 chord will be D major. And your 6 chord will be E minor. And your 7 chord will be this diminished chord here. F sharp diminished chord right there. And then you go back to G. All right. So that is the number system. So when I say 1 chord, what I mean is this chord here. When I say 2 chord, I mean this. When I say 3 chord, I mean this. When I say 4 chord, I mean this. And when I say 5 chord, I mean this. When I say 6 chord, I mean this. And when I say 7 chord, I mean this chord. And then eventually you get back to the root chord, which is G. All right, so now if you want to apply 2-5-1 chord progression, then I said there are 2 ways for you to resolve this chord progression too. All right, so in this case we see 2-5-1 would be something like this. Right? See, so I started on this chord here. There is the 1 chord, and then you have the 2 chord here, 5 chord there. That's your 4 chord. All right. This is 2, 5, 1. So this is 2, 5, 1. So the chord that you are resolving to is the 4 chord, right? Because this is your 1 chord and C is your 2 chord. So what you resolve to this C chord. So therefore you resolve to the 4 chord, right? So that's one way of playing. Now let's put this in the context of a song. Amazing Grace, huh? Amazing Grace, okay? Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. So I'm talking about this movie here, this progression. Amazing Grace, how sweet. So this movie here. So there is a 2-5-1 chord progression. So that chord progression can be also used as a passing chord. Okay, passing chord because it's a chord that you use in between your destination chord and the chord that you started from, and your chord that you are resolving to, or your destination chord. Okay, so this is the chord that you started from, and this is your chord that you want to go to. Okay, so in order for you to go to this chord, your resolution chord, you will use these 2 chords in the middle to get you to that chord. Okay, so Amazing Grace. Okay, 2, how sweet the sound. Okay, so that's one way. So there are many ways you can voice your chords. Amazing Grace, D minor 11, how sweet. Okay, so there are many ways, but I'm just going to give you a basic framework, so you can later you can figure out yourself whichever voicings that works for you, whichever voicings that you want to use, you can use. But I'm just giving you this basic rule or basic concept here, so you can later you can improvise, right? So that is when you want to resolve from a major chord to a major chord, like for example from one chord to a 4 chord, right? So the next way you can use a 2-5-1 chord progression is you can from a major chord to a minor chord, all right? From a major chord to a minor chord. Okay, for example, if you want to go from this chord, from this 1 chord to a 6 chord, 6, your 6th chord is this one here, E minor 7, because this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so in this scale degree you build this chord here. Okay, so this is the 6th chord of this key in your major scale. Okay, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. See, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once. Then the song continues like that, but the part that I want to teach you guys is this part here. The part that you want to move from 1 chord to 6 chord. Okay, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. The normal way you would have played, or we normally play, would have been something like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. So that's the normal way of playing. Okay, you are not doing anything before landing on this E minor or this 6th chord. You are not doing anything. You are just jumping straight to that chord. But if you want to make your chord progression, or just spice up the chord progression, or spice up that song, then you will use this type of chord progression. So amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves. So yeah, this move here. See, on the MIDI list, that's G minor 7 flat 5. G minor. See the voicings. See my voicings on the screen. I'm gonna slow it down. Or you can something like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. 2, 5, 1 to your destination chord. Okay. Once again. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once. So that's basically how you can use a 2-5-1 chord progression. You can use from major chord to a major chord, and you can also use 2-5-1, the same concept, from a major chord to a minor chord. All right. Now I am going to, from start to finish, from beginning to end, I am going to sing this song Amazing Grace, and just use these passing chords so you can see on the screen and just contextualize and see in the context of this song. Okay? Amazing Grace, 251. I'll see the sound that save a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. There is the 251 chord progression, and thank you very much for checking out this video, and I hope you had very good lesson for this session. I believe that today it will transform your playing. You can now begin to use this chord progression in your songs whenever you play in your church or maybe in your practice sessions. This is just a basic rule or concept that you can use, but the sky is the limit. You can use in any song. All right, so before we go, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I would highly recommend you do so, because for this year I will be doing a lot of videos and content, something like that. So if you find something of value out of this video, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when we release new content in the coming days. All right, so until then, see you in the next video.